Hey everyone, welcome back to Verified Gains. Tonight, I'm making an emergency video and you guys do not want to miss out because, stay tuned, I'm going to reveal the meme coin that I started buying recently that I talked about on my last video towards the end. So if you guys had stuck around till the end, you guys would have known that I had mentioned I was buying some meme coins. And tonight, on this video, I'm about to reveal it. Okay. So first of all, let's talk about Bitcoin. And I saw some influencers. I saw some people on crypto Twitter. I saw some people on YouTube that were semi-depressed because they were predicting a good resumption back to the upside, but we ended up going back down. Now look, that's the nature of the game. Okay. And that's why dollar cost average, that's why we don't do leverage trading. We're not day trading. At most, we're maybe swing trading, but mostly we're looking at the 4-year cycle, right? So, I mentioned before, most of our purchases would have been at least 12 months ago. So we're taking advantage of the long-term capital gains tax. Right now, our average cost basis should be very favorable, and we're simply watching the markets to see when we should sell, okay, near the top of the market, okay, near the top of the Bitcoin cycle top. However, if you're worried about, oh, what's happening week in and week out, and worse, if you're worried about what's happening day in and day out, and you're losing money because you're getting margin called because you're over leveraged, guys, you're not doing this correctly. Okay. I've been, doing Bitcoin since 2017. I'm telling you guys, if that's how you're approaching cryptocurrency, I guarantee you'll be part of the 90% that loses all their money. Okay. So, yes, was this expected? Well, some people are, predicting we might retest $110,000. Maybe there's a lot of liquidity locked down there. I'm still confident in what I said yesterday, saying that this is a very good inflection point, and I hope that Bitcoin retests $117,000 because there's really no negative event, that should otherwise say that Bitcoin is going to further drop. Okay. Um, people are talking about what the Fed interest rate is, what the crypto policy is, the tariff war, blah, blah, blah. No, we're still, heading towards the cycle top. Good things are going to happen this month in August. I do not expect a negative 30% pullback at this point. Okay. Um, Next, I want to take a look at Solana very quickly. Okay, same thing with Solana, right? But do we see a lower low over here? Not yet. Is it possible we retest 148? Definitely. Okay, but do I think that that's the likelier scenario? No. I do believe that we're going to resume towards $180. And that is one of the main reasons I bought more PopCat yesterday. I bought more PopCat this morning. Every dollar that I have in my bank account, I am buying PopCat. Okay, so you guys can count on that. And that is not financial advice. Okay, so here's the big reveal. What is the meme coin? Troll. Okay, that's right, Troll coin. Now, if you're active on crypto Twitter X, whatever you call it, and you're following some of the major influencers in the space, especially those who are invested in meme coins, yeah, you know that more and more people are talking about troll. Now, how and I'll prove to you, right? So I cannot lie about this. You can see my trade display on the chart over here. You can see that I bought in around um, about like when it was around like 80-ish million market cap, Then I bought more around like 100 million-ish market cap. And I saw that the dev bought in at $154 million market cap. So I actually ended up just buying a little more around $160 million market cap. Okay, so I bought in a total of 3 times. Not a lot of money. Okay, there's just small play money. I could lose all this money and I don't care. I don't leverage. Okay, it's not that kind of money. And that's different from my Solana or PopCat holding, where I've put in massive, massive amounts of money. Okay, so this is just something I'm just kind of bored. So I kind of got back into Memecoin, testing out the market, seeing what's available out there. And I saw that some of my, the accounts that I'm following, they started mentioning trolls. So I said, okay, well, let me do my own due diligence. And basically, uh, you know, now we're looking at DEX tools, okay, which is something I frequently use. When you actually scroll up to the top, you can see what the hot pairs are. And when it was around like 80 million market cap, I saw that it would start to trend. So I took a look at the chart from a technical perspective, and you can see that actually for a while it's been consolidating and just sort of like building. I mean, the volume's not that great compared to like initially when I was listed on Pump Fund, but you can see that for a while it was consolidating instead of the typical meme coin, which is you see some pump and then you see a dump. So I said to myself, my goodness, for the past 4 months, it's just consolidating, meaning there might be a very high likelihood that this would just simply pump. Okay. And when I saw that it started trending, and when I saw that their crypto Twitter X community was posting about it, I said, all right, let me just put in a little bit of play money and see if it actually goes up. And it did. Right now, it's actually doing very well. And, where do I expect the price to be? Well, I mean, not that I put in a lot of money to begin with, but I'm probably gonna see it to 1 billion. And I definitely do think it's possible because it's pretty much one of the only mid cap, quote unquote, meme coins that's positive, whereas like everything else pretty much is um, you know, um, going down in market cap along with the Solana that is based off of. So, anytime I see asymmetry, when the Solana is going down and yet a meme coin is going up, that kind of asymmetry is a true meme coin. Okay, it's sort of um, analogy would be like GameStop back in the day when the S&P 500 was falling and GameStop was pumping. That kind of asymmetry is a meme stock, right? And so the general psychology is people want to make money even during the bad times, even during the down times. So they're going to pull whatever money they have and try to make some money in a short period of time. Now, I think here the reason that it might pump to $1 billion is because it's actually a pretty good meme, okay? And what I mean by that is, I mean, it's as stupid as it gets, and that does draw people. I mean, look at this guy, a troll, someone who annoys others on the internet for their own amusement. Great. I mean, what's there to hate about troll? It's literally one of the dumbest things you can put your money into. But guess what? That's what meme is all about. And it's all about having fun, having a little community. But when it's time to pull out, look, you got to know when to pull out. So right now, I really haven't made up my mind. If you go up to $1 billion, I'm kind of happy with whatever little play money that I made, then I'm likely going to put that back into Solana and Popcat. So that's sort of what I'm doing. Another one that I want to quickly mention, I don't think there's a big community out there right now, but it is this meme coin called wizard gang. Now I have no idea what this is even referring to. So if you know, please comment down below. From a technical perspective, basically what I was looking for is, well, number one, it was trending. Okay, you can see that in the past 24 hours, it went up by 48%. But from a purely technical perspective, I'm actually looking for a cup and handle pattern over here. So you can see that after the initial pump, which had a nice volume, of course, it's now starting to form this little cup pattern here. And if you're familiar with cup and hand, if you're not familiar with cup and handle, please look it up. But basically, what I'm looking for is now that it's formed a cup, right? So basically, it retests the previous all-time high over here. I'm actually looking for a handle formation. So it's going to look something like this, where the handle goes, diagonally to the downside. And once the handle reaches about 50%, okay, about 50%, which is going to be, roughly, I mean, this is on a log scale, so it's just roughly looking at it. It's possible that it's around here because you can see the sort of the W pattern over here, okay, which is around 27 cents. And that'd be great because at that point, you can safely, if the cup and handle formation holds true, you can safely think that, okay, that amount, 27, on top of 75 over here, that's where the price is going to pump to, okay? Um, but anyways, long story short, basically I'm looking for cup and handle. So if it actually does fall to around here and it consolidates or shows, like a V wave pattern where it's resuming back to the upside, then I might actually put some Solana in here. Nothing too big, just enough to kind of play around with. But I want to just share those two coins, but mainly Troll. Okay, so you guys heard it here first. Okay, today is August 5th. I talked about Troll. Okay. Anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening in once again. If you guys have not subscribed yet and you're wanting to make 6 figures, 7 figures in the next 1 month, please make sure to subscribe. Okay, I'm out. See you guys later. Bye bye.